Hi friends. I'm not sure if you can hear the jays calling to one another in the trees. That's been my soundtrack for a few minutes out here. So I'm in the pool house, knitting, enjoying the not quite quiet, but enjoying being outside. It's lovely weather. It's the end of September. Um, I don't know what day it is. I mean, it's Monday. It's the Monday the 20 something. It's going to be October by the weekend. So, this video is all about how we spent the second half of the summer. July was about building the framework for the pool house, and August and half of September were spent filling it with gravel. It's really funny how or not haha funny, but amusing to me. The list of tasks needed for the first half of the project, building the frame, there were a lot of different steps, but it only took a week or so to complete it, from cleanup to framing. And then the second half had three things: fill with gravel, build the fireplace, get a picnic table. And yet the first task in the second half, fill with gravel, took us about 6 weeks, start to finish. We got the gravel delivered in early August, and then gradually over the next 6 weeks we filled it, and then we built a fireplace, and then put in a picnic table. So today's video is a vlog of how that process came to be. So I hope you enjoy it. Grab a snack and a project if you want to work on something. Yeah, thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, it's the 8th of August now, and we are just starting the first part of phase 2 of the pool house project. We're starting with covering the ground with cardboard boxes and probably some paper bags to help deter plants from growing up from underneath. We have a whole 24-foot square area to cover with the cardboard and paper bags, and we're not going to do all of it at once. The gravel comes tomorrow, and we're going to do a little corner here with the cardboard and probably water it in so it doesn't blow away. And then tomorrow we'll start with the wheelbarrow loads of gravel. Behold, the mountain of gravel. This pile of gravel is going to be moved wheelbarrow full. Ooh, that's hard to say. Wheelbarrow full by wheelbarrow full down into the frame down below. And now we just have to do that 85,000 times.
Yep.
Easy.
Yep.
We are in the middle of phase 2 of this project. It is the 28th of August at this point. We've been working on this for a couple of weeks. You can see how much we've got done. Let me flip the camera around so I can tell you what's going on today. So you can see up on the hill there's the pile of gravel, and it's probably less than half by volume, but so far we have covered about half of the space. With the gravel. We'll bring all of it down eventually and make sure that there's 3 to 4 inches all over. The stack of cinder blocks over here is not at all what the fire pit thingies were going to look like. What the fire pit thingy is going to look like. What we've done is just set them all willy-nilly so we could get the footprint right, and so we would know how many cinder blocks to order. And today's project, we are going to take all of these placeholders out, set them aside, and we are going to dig a rectangle of the footprint and make it as level as possible, and put in some sand to help with the leveling, tamp that down, and put in some fire bricks on the bottom. We may eventually put fire bricks up the side of the cinder blocks. We're not sure about that yet. It's when we make this unit more permanent with I don't know, mortar, I think that's what it's called. Then we will consider attaching the fire bricks up the sides of the bricks. But today we are just setting these cinder blocks up, and we're going to be stacking them, and we have ordered sufficient, we hope. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Removing these, digging out the space, and then restacking them. So I will check in once we have got part of the digging done. Right, so we have dug and sanded and leveled and placed the foundation round of the cinder block grill. That's the technical term. If you want to build one yourself, that is the Google search string. Cinder block grill. Yes, so we have done step 1. Next for us is to add a bit more sand in the middle and lay down the fire bricks. We've just added a bit more sand so that we can put in the fire bricks. And I was just mentioning to Jessie that this part is really tactile and soothing. And it reminds me of streusel topping when you're baking cakes and things. So I made him go get the phone so that I could impart that wisdom to you all as well. Get you a sand pit to play in, is what I'm saying. Behold! That was a little shouty, I apologize. Behold, our handiwork of the day. The store did not have the half bricks that we needed. So if you can imagine, I'm going to try to squat down and point with my hands. A half brick occupying this space, or a block rather, half a cinder block there, and then a whole cinder block here, so that is I don't know what the adjective. What?
Square?
Sure. Yeah. We'll go with square. Flat in the front. And so this level will be flat out to here and then go straight down. The back is going to be 1 cinder block higher than the sides. That is by design. We may or may not like it when it's all said and done, but that is our initial vision for this. And the top will have some capstones on there so nothing falls in. Yeah, so there it is. Cinder block grill hearth thing. Yay! Here we have our inaugural fire in the fire pit thingy with the kindling and paper and stuff. I'm filming this real quick in between sets because the neighbors have a live band going in their backyard right now, and I don't want to get pinged for copyright infringement if they play something that my phone recognizes and YouTube flags me for that. Anyway, so we're sitting over here. Here's Jesse. What do you think, Jet? What do you think of our thing we made?
It's promising.
Promising.
Well, the fire is promising. I think our hearth is pretty awesome.
Yeah. I brought my knitting out with me. This is my pie shawl that I I actually don't know if I showed this one in the last knitting update. I used different yarn for that one. This is some of my hand spun. I don't know what kind of sheep it is, because I bought it at a craft fair and lost the label. Anyway, so I'm taking a page out of Marce's book, Hey Brown Berry. If you're not following her, you totally should. She often knits by the fire in her backyard. Yeah. We ordered a picnic table kit, and today's task is to assemble it. And then, because we don't really have enough time or energy left in us in the summer, we are just going to put the picnic table in the middle of the big square and then call it done. And the rest of the decor will be next year's project. Right, so I'm exhausted, so I'm not going to show my face because I look like pickled beets at this point. So, I don't know why pickled. I'm definitely as red as beets. Anyway, we have just put the last load of gravel in the frame. It is the 12th of September, and from the delivery day in early August, bit by bit, we moved 20,000 pounds of gravel. That's 10 tons. 10 American tons. I don't know what that is in metric. Phew. I don't know how easy it is to tell, but the back left corner, pointing that way, back left corner, I have smoothed out the gravel towards the center. So you can see there's still mounds around the outside where we did our big push last weekend to get the pile of gravel in here. So all the gravel is in, and now we're just working on smoothing it out. It is now the 17th of September. I'm not sure. It's Friday. So I can look up and figure out what day it is. Anyway, so this is where we are. I did 45 minutes of raking today, raking the stones, and I got about a quarter of it done. So not bad. 19th?
Yeah.
Good morning. Today is Sunday, the 19th of September, and we are spending the afternoon, or late morning, early afternoon, raking all of the gravel smooth. And hopefully today will be the last push before we can call it done for the season. So yes, here's hoping we can get it done today. Behold, level gravel, level-ish. It doesn't feel like you're walking downhill when you go through it. It's not level to an engineer standard, but it is walkable, and that's what counts. And you can see we also put the picnic table in place. And the last thing we have to do is a little bit of work on the fireplace, and I will show you what we're gonna do. So I wasn't going to bother with any sort of decor or anything, but I wanted to sit out at the picnic table, and it was too sunny because this is the 2 hours of the day where the pool house is in direct sunlight. So I put up some umbrellas, and I hung up a some bunting. Ah, now I'm in direct sunlight. These little flags are made from um, lots of old projects, old garments, and other sundry things. It's not made for this space, so it's a little too long. Normally, we put this around our 10 by 10 pop up thingy that we have camping. Anyway, we had to do that, and now I can finish the fireplace. So there you have it, friends. That is the last installment of the pool house for this year. Um, I do have plans to paint the picnic table. I think we're gonna go with a solid color, either yellow or an aqua or something like that. And then I'm going to paint a floral motif on it in a similar folk art style, in a similar style to the garage door that I have shown previously in previous videos. So I think that's what we're going to do for the table. I'm going to make another string of bunting for the other side of the structure. And we're getting some solar party lights for, we're having some family over for Jesse's birthday next weekend, so we're gonna get some solar party lights for that. But that's it for this year. Next year we'll work on building the stands for the hammock chair and the hammock. We may purchase them as kits, or we might try to build ourselves from plans that we find on the internet. We shall see. I think that's all I have to say about the pool house. It's been a really great project for us this year. I'm very happy that we were financially able and physically able to put this together this year. It's just really nice. It's transformed the space out here. It's so nice to come out. I've been enjoying my mornings with my cup of tea. I've had second breakfast out here a few times. I've had lunch out here many days, and we had dinner out here last night. It's so nice to sit by the fire. It's so great. I do want to get a cook stand for the fireplace. Oh, you know what? Let me bring you over there, because I didn't show the mostly finished fireplace after we got the additional bricks. Hang on, I'll bring you with me. You can see here we got the half bricks and then another whole brick on the top to make the sides level. And we wanted the sides level because we're eventually going to get a cooking rack that spans the width of the fireplace, and then there'll be chains hanging down from it, and you use S-hooks to hook into the chains so you can raise and lower your cooking pots and things, and like little small hanging grills and that sort of thing. So we want this to be a fully functional cooking area. So in addition to the rack for cooking on the I don't even know, I need to look up to see what that's actually called. I've been calling it the cooking rack, which may or may not be the correct terminology. Anyway, we want to get caps for all these cinder blocks, but the shop was out of stock. So and that way we can when we take things off the fire, we can have somewhere to set them that's a little bit more covered, so that things don't fall through the holes in the cinder blocks. Anyway, so that's our plan for that. I think that's it. I hope you all have a lovely day. Thank you for joining me today. And I'll have more videos in November. I am taking October off, so we will see you then. Bye now.